What is a modern prop trading company? You hear get funded, trade up with 400k, keep 100% of your profits. You've probably heard or seen these videos all over your socials. And your first reaction is probably one of two things. Either you're curious or you think it sounds too good to be true. Both reactions probably make sense because there's still a lot of confusion about what a modern prop trading company actually is, how it works, and whether it's legit. So let's just cut straight through the noise and give you a complete run through and breakdown of what this model actually is and what it means for you as a trader. Let's go. So here's how it actually works. You don't apply for a job, you don't need a CV, you don't need to move to London or New York and hope for a space on a trading floor. Instead, you pay a set amount to take on the challenge, a simulated evaluation to prove you can trade consistently and within a defined set of rules. Think of it like an audition, but you set your own schedule. So, for example, a 100k challenge costs 495 euros. You pay the 495 upfront to take a two-phase evaluation. Phase 1 requires you to hit an 8% simulated profit target on the account. So, on a 100k account, that's 8,000 in simulated gains, while staying within the maximum drawdown limits. Phase 2 is an additional step designed to make sure that Phase 1 wasn't luck. It tests your discipline and consistency over a second evaluation period with a lower profit target, typically 5%. Two phases means two chances for the market to test your emotional control. Pass both and you've earned the right to be funded. With that, you will have a set, defined risk management limits in place to ensure you are implementing safe trading. For us, that's a 5% daily loss, so 5k, or 10% total drawdown, so 10k. Reaching either one would result in a breach of your challenge. If you pass both phases, you become 100k funded, meaning you now have 100k of simulated funding to trade with. Everything is simulated. You're trading in a demo environment with a simulated data feed. No real market positions are being opened on your behalf, not during your challenge phase and not in the funded stage either. This is really important to understand. But here's the great thing. When you generate profits in the funded phase, you get paid real money. Once funded, you can choose an 80% or 90% payout split from the start, and you can even scale all the way to 100%. So if you make 3% profit on a 100k account, that's 3,000 in simulated profits. At an 80% split, you take home 2,400. Real money, paid out weekly if you want. So 495 euros can get you access to leverage that you need. And that has been a game changer for traders who don't want to spend years saving up personal funds just to trade a much smaller account. Here's the difference that it makes. A modern prop trading company like BrightFunded gives you access to serious leverage that would otherwise take years and years to build personally. You can trade with up to 400k in simulated funding. Assuming you trade between 0.5 and 1% risk per trade, a single trade at that account side could yield 2,000 to 4,000 in simulated returns on a favorable move. And because there's no consistency rule at BrightFunded, you can stop there, wait for your payout date, withdraw and repeat the following week or month. Think about that compared to trading a personal account. Most independent retail traders start with 1,000 to 5,000. At 1% risk per trade on the $2,000 account, your upside is $20 per trade. With a 100k funded account, that same 1% risk becomes a $1,000 move. Same strategy, same execution, but a completely different level of financial leverage. That's the difference. You bring the skill and you can potentially make significantly more from the same strategy. So is it legit? The question that everyone has, and it deserves a direct answer. Yes, but due diligence matters. Make sure you do your research before you commit. Here's what you want to look for: Trustpilot reviews, verified payout proof, transparent rules, and a track record of actually paying people. BrightFunded has a 4.3 Trustpilot rating and a 4.5 on PropFirmMatch. We've processed over 12 million in total verified payouts, tracked live through PropFirmMatch. Thousands of traders have received payouts, all processed within a 24-hour guarantee. Those aren't made up numbers. They're a result of a company that's building real trust with real traders consistently over time. So who is this for? A modern prop trading company is for traders who have the skill, but not the personal savings to trade at a meaningful scale. Traders who are tired of grinding small personal accounts with limited upside. Traders who want to be judged purely on their performance and not their bank balance and their connections. In terms of who performs best, if you don't have a proven strategy, if you've never been consistently profitable, the challenge is going to expose that. And that's actually a good thing. It forces you to refine your process before you're managing real funding. But if you're a trader who has a system, who understands risk management, who's been profitable on demo, but frustrated by your own limited account size, this model exists for you. So that's what a modern prop trading company actually is. It's not a shortcut, it's not a loophole, it's not easy money. It's an opportunity for traders who are ready for it. If you want to see what the challenge structure looks like, head to brightfunded.com, take a look at the rules, the numbers, and make an informed decision for yourself. And if you have any questions about anything we've covered today, please be sure to drop them in the comments below. Thanks for tuning in.